Alright, an experiment has two stages, and the first stage has two outcomes, which we'll call x and y, and the second stage has two outcomes also, which we'll call 1 and 2. We know the following three facts, and using those we want to find the probability of y given 2. Alright, so let's start drawing our tree. So the first stage has two outcomes, x and y. The second stage has two outcomes, 1 and 2. And now let's start putting probabilities in here. So we know the probability of x is 3/5. We know the probability of 1 given x is 1/3. That is, we know x happened, then the probability that 1 happens is 1/3. And similarly, the probability of 2 given y is 5/7. So we know y happened, then the probability that 2 happened is 5/7. Alright, we can actually now fill in the other probabilities because we know off of each vertex the probabilities sum to 1. So if this one's 3/5, this one has to be 2/5. Similarly, if this one's 1/3, this has to be 2/3. And if this is 5/7, then this has to be 2/7. Right, and we know that because these two numbers have to add up to 1, these two numbers have to add up to 1, and these two numbers have to add up to 1. Alright, now we can list our outcomes and their probabilities. Those are the outcomes, the probabilities. Well, we'll just multiply across here. So 3/15, 6/15, 4 out of 35, and 10 out of 35. Great. So those are our outcomes and our probabilities, and now we need to find the probability of y given 2, which by the conditional probability formula is the probability of y intersect 2 with the probability of 2. And now we can just look at these and figure them out from the table itself. So y and 2, that's this outcome, that's 10 out of 35. Alright, and then the probability of 2, well that's this one and that one added together. So 6/15 plus 10/35. And there's the answer.